Miss Grace Fraser, my husband, has just broken in. He's a fugitive. He's wanted for murder. His name is Jonathan Fraser. I'm at 361.
Actually, he hasn't broken in at all. He's standing on the porch.
Please.
Oh, they got him already. Man, they were fast, huh? And he didn't even try to run away after she made that call? I can only assume it wasn't him then.
He put his left hand over my mouth. He put his right hand behind back of my neck.
It's okay. I'll take it from here. Go.
You take it from here. Like you're her friend. Like she trusts you more than the other guy.
I was terrified.
Because you thought that he might harm you, kill you?
God, why would you be asking me these questions? Why are you asking me this?
It's not too hard to figure out. Come on. He's still trying to figure out if you're in on it.
The daughter is his.
Okay.
Then why would he kill the mother of his child? This doesn't make any sense. Release that man. Now it's turning into that other HBO show, huh? What was it called? The Night Off or something like that?
We are also now learning that the victim was an artist and that her sculpting hammer was discovered to be missing from her studio. Police are now considering this as the possible murder weapon.
How would you know that a sculpting hammer is missing?
Does he have a lawyer?
I'm hearing he has a public defender.
Then there's nothing to worry about. You will never see him again. Are you looking for that hammer or what? That photo again. Don't you have digital photos of him?
He's got the badger. For his attorney, Robert Edelman, he's a public defender. He's good, but he's not great. He just chews and gnaws. They call him the badger.
The badger, what?
All rise. The criminal court of the city of New York is now in session. The Honorable Layla Scott presiding. Please be seated.
How did the husband get off, actually? They never really said that. He disappeared for a while, they couldn't find him. Then he showed up, off-screen, but they never said why he's not a prime suspect anymore. What's his alibi?
10 million bond, 2 million cash. Take the defendant.
I'm sure we can afford that, huh? His father-in-law has the money, I bet. But he probably doesn't want to pay. Nah. The two guys in the back are eyeing him up already. You better hope the guard doesn't leave the room. Bloody rapist. We will get ya.
Can you get me out of it? With money for
No,
bail?
of course
yes.
not.
With my persuasive skills, more of a challenge. You own your own home?
I am innocent. Do you care?
No, because it doesn't matter.
I prefer my clients guilty. Takes the pressure off.
So much for the badger.
My specialty is reading people. It's the best tool in my kit. I'm thinking your husband is a bit of a dick. But not a killer.
She, however, she's a killer. Just look at her eyes.
Look, I don't know what the purpose of this conversation is, but
How about you look at
you wanted me to
me?
come and I'm
Well,
here.
it's not to convince you that I'm a good husband.
There you go.
Or a good father.
My only chance is for people who know me to come forward.
To help you?
How is that your only chance, though? She can't prove anything, even if she wanted to.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, now this guy can talk or what?
I appreciate you taking the time.
They say psychopaths can't work in the hospital.
Psychopaths? He's not a psychopath.
But that was completely pointless. Thank you for wasting our time, dude. What is your alibi, dude? Why did they never even say that? I don't get it. And what made them even focus on Jonathan?
According to Jonathan, she took it to extremes.
And?
Crazy people do crazy things.
Are you serious?
She probably killed herself. Just to get back at him.
How much did you give him?
$500,000. I thought I was helping you and Henry. I mean, I know how private you are, Grace. I was actually grateful to that son of a bitch. I even thanked him for giving me the opportunity to...
Well, now you feel like a fool, huh?
I should have told you. If I had, maybe that woman would be alive today.
She doesn't give a shit. Does she actually have real emotions? I mean, her father, her God knows how old father's just crying in front of her and she's just sitting there.
Did you kill her?
No.
You're fucking her.
Ooh, hard-hitting questions.
I fucked up. I made a terrible, terrible mistake.
I fucked up. I fucked around. I'm a fucker.
She became unsound. Got to the point where I felt she wanted to destroy us as a family. So I went to confront her about that.
The problem with that story is that she didn't seem like that kind of person when we were seeing her. She actually seemed kind of detached, like she had given up already on life.
We're never gonna be a family again.
I desperately hope we will be.
Come here. Come here.
No touching.
Hey, no touching.
Yeah.
Let's go.
She didn't even seem moved by her crying kid. Something is definitely off with her.
To bludgeon someone to death and keep on bludgeoning them long after they are dead, that is a monster, Grace. I'll arrange for you to meet with Haley Fitzgerald.
Why don't you give the Badger a chance, huh? Maybe he's onto something.
Makes me miss Mom.
Please.
What happened to Ma, huh? Was she bludgeoned to death too, by any chance? By her daughter?
Take your fucking hand off me.
Take my fucking hand off you. You gonna be an asshole about things now?
Take your fucking hands off me.
Ooh, he's a biter. The Badger would be proud of you, dude. But he definitely has something vicious about him, huh?
People hire me to create muck. Muck up the state's case so they can't meet their burden. That's what I can give you and your husband. Muck.
Is muck really what we're looking for? Shouldn't we maybe look into this case? Try to find some evidence that points towards someone else? Create some doubts, maybe?
I got a feeling your daughter is hiding something. For all we know, she's an accomplice.
Justice is open to subjective interpretation. Mine is very specific, and if you'd like to know what it is, get a warrant.
So pointless once again. Were they really expecting something else?
My wife has been murdered.
Yes.
And the idea of her character being attacked.
I'm very sorry for your loss, sir. But I also find it very hard to believe that my husband could have taken her life.
Because he was such a fine person.
Because your wife was such a fine person. Dude.
He fucked my wife. What kind of doctor does that?
What kind of mother ends up fucking her child's oncologist? Was your wife being treated for psychological disorders?
It's none of your fucking business.
My son's father has been charged with murder. So whatever secrets your wife had, whatever secrets you have, I will make it my business.
Be very careful.
Your world will drown in muck, dude. Is that just her imagination? Or was she there too and saw him watching?
I'm here to ascertain exactly what was Fernando Alves's alibi.
It's not something we can disclose.
That's
And
what
why
I
is
would
that?
like to know too, actually.
I mean, he suffers from anger issues. I could detect that in the first meeting.
Yeah, he's in shock. It would be understandable if he was angry, do you think?
Yeah, he probably was angry too when his wife cheated on him.
He had motive, he had opportunity, he had access. He's hiding something.
What tells you that?
20 plus years of psychological training.
You read his mind.
Fucking idiot.
We have no reason to believe that Fernando Alves is a suspect.
Are there security cameras from
How?
inside the building? Do you have video footage of people coming and going that night?
There were no security cameras in the building. There was an active camera a block away from the scene.
There was only one image capture that we deemed to be relevant.
What is this?
What?
This is you.
Are you suggesting that I'm a suspect?
Fernando Alves was not near the scene that night. The only people of relevance that we can place in the area.
He wasn't near the scene. Where was he that night? Why don't they tell us? Oh great, now I know just as much as I knew after the first episode. Still everything possible, because they deliberately hide information from us. Also, if they knew all along that she was near the scene that night, why did they never ask her where she was that night? I think they didn't. Doesn't make sense. And once again, just like last episode, the small details of this investigation don't add up. It's a bit annoying that they're not straightforward with the important information. There's just too much focus on casting suspicion on people. Last episode was all about casting suspicion on her husband. Now this episode is all about casting suspicion on her. It's really hard to follow the case that way, and pretty much impossible to figure anything out.